guys, welcome to the Cellular channel. I'm Shamin. Today I'm here to demo about how to automate the parquet conversion and the file transfer to the archive location. So this is pretty much common scenario for most of the organizations because they have their sources in the formats like CSV, JSON, any format, and then they need to convert into parquet or delta, any kind of format, and then they need to transfer or move this file into the archive location, or I mean the source, right? Or the backup folders. So I have automated this process by using Databricks. I have created a notebook, and in here I have used PySpark. So I think this solution is pretty much useful for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's head over to the notebooks. Through my notebook, first you can see I have specified the configuration information. This is the first step we need to do because this is most important step as my opinion, because uh, you know that for automate we need to pass some parameters. So those parameters we need to define in some place. So this is the place I have defined those configuration information. uh, I have these three file: item, orders, and sales. So these three files has their own metadata. So metadata means I need to specify the schema and whether it has a header or not, and the source location and the destination location, format, and those things. And so those things are the metadata related to this file. So I need to get it from this location and then move into this location or convert into parquet file or parquet format. So those information I need to store it in here. So I will quickly go through it. First I have specified the schema in JSON format, and then so in this solution I will use autoloader. So for that I need this cloud file informations like format, schema, evaluation. So those things I will store in here. And I have additional option because I have used rescue mode here. So I need a rescue. For that I need a column to store those information, rescued information. And then header is true because I'm using CSV, and the source location is this, destination format and destination location is this one, and the write mode is append. You can use complete or other modes as well. Checkpoint location is this path, and move location and the file name. So these information are the basic information required to that execute this solution. So you can see I have filled those information for into in orders and the sales as well. Okay, and the next thing is this one. So you can see I have specified the class here. The reason is that I want to pass these parameters which is required in this function. I don't want to use inside this function. I want to keep it simple. That's why I have used this class and then assign those values into the self, and then I can refer it inside this function. So in this function, this is the place I will read operation and the write and the move operation happen. So if I'm showing it to you, this is the read operation, this is the write, and this is the move operation. First it will check whether the header is true or not. If it is true, it will execute this one. If it is not, it will execute this one. And you can see I have passed those parameters which revert from the class. And this for the write operation. Before that, if I explain this, I have used cloud file because I told you I'm using autoloader. That's why I have used this one. And for the autoloader we need to use read stream, and then that's why we need, when we write, we need to use the write stream as well. And this is very important. I have assigned it to the stream queue because I need to run, so I'm not no need to interrupt this execution, because normally when we execute this one, it will first execute this one, but in stream, if there's another operation like this one in there, it will also execute after this. So to avoid this, because this is the move operation, if we move the file, this original file, into the archive location, this operation going to be failed. So I have used this await termination, and then because of this, it will this command will wait until this operation is over. And then in here I have used copy and remove. I can simply use the move command, but in here I want to use copy because I want to rename the destination file name. As example, I want to use file name like file name and the year, month, day and the time, because then I can simply refer in the future if there are some that error happen or issue occurred. I can check it in the archive location. And then this, before I'm going to this, recently I have found out that I can run a function in parallelly, because if I normally run this, it will first execute the item and the order and the sales, but I want to run these three in parallelly, because if I run in parallelly, it will more efficient for my work, because it will take less time. So for that I have to use this concurrent futures and import the thread pools. So in the thread pool, what I'm doing is I have to run my function, this function which is read write move function, and then I need to pass the parameters. For that I need to get into the array. But the thing is, I need to get into the array with the class name, because you can see I have used the class name and those parameters. So for that, what I'm done in here, I have created this empty array, and then look through the configuration information, which is this one, and then create some variables, and then pass it into class, and then inside the class I have parameters, and I have replaced it with this variables. Now I have the array of classes, and then I will pass these values into this function. I have created for the thread pool, I have created this function, and then pass my array now equal to config, and then it will loop through the config and pass the value one by one, and then it will execute. So you can see first it will run my that write operation, because I have used this command await termination, and then it will execute this one. So you can see because of that, first execute this one parallelly, and then it will execute this one after that. So this is the solution I want to discuss. I hope this is benefit for your organization or your project. So I hope you can use it in your project as well. So thank you so much.